JavaScript.
Yes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to look at. Today is day 31. Today is day 31 of our web development course. Day 31, and today we are basically going to look at JavaScript. We are basically going to look at introduction to JavaScript. Okay. Introduction to JavaScript. That's what you're going to cover in today's class. Okay. So members, I hope all is good on your side. Okay. So we covered before I can talk about what we're going to cover today in today's class. I have just a brief recap when we covered from since day one up to day 30. Okay, up to day 30. We covered what they call front-end web development. Okay, front-end web development. Okay. So members, we covered all what we see on the front end, all those nice things that we see on the front end. And this one here, it was composed of HTML and CSS. Okay, it was composed of HTML and CSS. Okay. So and members, this one here, it was composed of these nice things here. You could remember that I told you that HTML in the beginning was like HTML in the beginning. I told you that, for example, if you are building a house, let me first re-echo that HTML was, for example, I want you to imagine that you are building a house. We are building a house. Okay. So HTML, for it was more basically into, it was like bricks, like when you're setting a house, and then you have bricks, bricks. Okay. So it was just like a building block. That was HTML. That was HTML. But now CSS, when we brought in CSS, CSS was more like, for example, we are taking an example that we are building a house, So by the time we introduced CSS, I'm taking an example, we are building a house. By the time we introduced CSS, CSS is like after you building after you put in the bricks, and you put even sand and cement, okay. Then that is where by now you bring in like the plastering and finishing. It is the finishing, and painting, okay. Plastering and painting, to make the house look nice, okay. So now when you have painted, you have finished everywhere and everything, and the whole surface is smooth, okay. Now when the house is done, you have put tiles, you have put everything. This is now making the house look nice. This is where now CSS is. So now what makes a comfortable house? What makes a comfortable house? What makes your house comfortable? Your house comfortable. Your house comfortable. What makes your house comfortable? It is having, for example, the functionality. The functionality of making your house comfortable is, for example, having electricity. If your house does not have electricity, electricity inside your house, if you don't have electricity inside your house, this is now where you feel like your house is not helping you, or this is where you feel like you're not satisfied. So these functionalities you're seeing here that make your house comfortable, is where you see that now. That is what we call JavaScript. You see, JavaScript. These things you cannot see them. You may not be able to see them because for them they are more at the back end of the house. You are able to see the finishing. You are able to see the painting. You are able to see the bricks. here in HTML, but now these things which make your house comfortable, these things are more functions. For example, I can maybe go and buy like a hoofer, or I can when I buy like a fan and provides me like fresh air. Are you seeing it? Like these things which make your house comfortable, these things which make your house comfortable, those functions are JavaScript. Okay. So it can even be electricity. It can be even it can even be the shorter distance to work, or the shorter distance to transport, or shorter distance. Those small things which make you feel that comfort. Is the what? Those functionalities are JavaScript. Okay. So that is how even the website is. You will see that inside HTML we were just looking at codes. For example, we were just looking at the p tags, those tags, those small tags. Okay. You are seeing that we are looking at those small tags, but now when we went to CSS, we began looking at properties. For example, body. For example, background color. For example, For example, color. We looked at the margin, padding, looked at margin, padding. You see those things which were making the website look nice. Okay. Now, the things we are going to handle right now are the things which make the website interactive. The things that you want to handle right now are the things which make the website interactive. They make the website interactive, or they make the website look good. They make the website interactive. Make the website interactive. Okay? Interactive. Okay. So members, this is the major aim of JavaScript. Okay. So I'm going to explain everything as you go. Right now you can see that everything is good here. I want to keep explaining until okay. So now I can even pose a question that some people they drop off. Someone can say HTML and CSS is enough. HTML and CSS is enough, and CSS is enough. Okay, that one can be enough for you, but you will only remain a front-end developer. You will only remain a front-end developer. You will only remain a front-end developer. A front-end developer. Okay? You only remain a front-end developer. And in this world here, in this world currently, there are very few opportunities for such people, front-end developers. These ones here, there are very few opportunities for such people. Okay? Most of the people who are hired, they hire them when they know both front-end and back-end. Front-end and back-end. And back-end is JavaScript. Okay. So most of the people say, I can remain here. That you have to study both of them. When you study both of them, that is when you become competitive and you can be hired by very many people to do for them their projects. Okay. So what happens if a website doesn't have JavaScript? We have here a question. We can pose even here a question. What happens? If a website does not have JavaScript? Have JavaScript. I want to see what you are missing. What happens if a website don't have JavaScript? Okay. So I want to show you as very many examples as possible. Then you pick from those ones and you see. Okay. First and foremost, active link. I can even first name it here. Okay, let me first start with the search bar. Search bars. These ones here don't work. Search bars, these ones here don't work. Okay? These ones here don't work. Don't work, or you can even you end up skipping them. These ones here don't work. Okay. So if we are to go back to our example, for example, this one of Jumia, and we see, I can come here. Jumia is an e-commerce website we have been working on. Okay. Okay, now I want to come. I want to come and show you what happens if the search if you don't have, for example, JavaScript. Do you see here, for example, where they search products or brands? Yeah, I can even search here phone. Are you seeing it? Then I search like this and I search like I even press here search. Are you seeing it? Then it searches for me the phones and brings for me all these things here. So this is the functionality which happens behind and searches and brings for me all those phones as you see them there. Are you seeing all these phones? Eh? So if you put, for example, maybe fridge, eh? Then you press here search, eh? Search. It searches behind the scenes and brings for you these fridges as you see them here. Eh? Are you seeing members? Eh? Are you seeing these fridges here which are here? Yeah? If, for example, I put like, for example, television, hmm? Then I say here search, yeah? It brings for me the television behind the scenes. It searches and brings for me the televisions behind the scenes here. Are you seeing the televisions as they are here? Yeah? So members, if you don't study JavaScript, you cannot be able to do such bars. You cannot be able to do that functionality. Are you seeing it? Secondly, I can go secondly here, and I talk about active links. Yeah? Active links. Okay? Okay. So if you skip JavaScript and say me I want to do only front end, you not be able to build what they call active links. Yeah? For example, I can talk about like, for example, like things like the home, yeah? Home, yeah? Maybe about, yeah? Maybe even other links, maybe services, yeah? Services, yeah? Maybe even services and more links and more links. Are you seeing it? So I want to show you something. Eh? If you go, for example, to a website, let me just choose here any website. Let me see if I can use this one here. This website and we see. For example, if I come and tap on here computing, hmm, there's something I want to show you. There's something I want to show you. Let me use another example. Let me use which example can I use? Let me use, for example, Serena Hotel, and I see if it has that one, or Sheraton Hotel, and we see Sheraton Hotel. Okay, it's loading, it's loading. There's something I want to show you. There's something I want to show you. There's something I want to show you. Members, you see this, eh? If I come and tap on the experience there. So members is what they call an active link. An active link, eh? So members, I think that if I tap on this experience here, it highlights that I'm on this link here. Eh? There's this line which comes and says and shows that I'm on this link here. Eh? So when I come and tap on, for example, about us, it comes and highlights that I'm now on the about us, eh, page. That right now I am on the about us page. Are you seeing it? If I come and tap here, for example, store, it comes and highlights that I am on the about, I'm now on the store page. Yeah? Are you seeing it? And even I can show you even another example which is even more live here. For example, let me just use this example here. I just want to show you this. I just want to use this example. This is a plastics company using in plastics. Remember, I want to show you this example. Eh? So if you right now we're on home, I think we're on the home page here. We're on the home page. Eh? If I come and tap on about us page, it should take us to the about us page and it highlights that right now we're on the about us page. Yeah? That means it will even if I scroll down, I know that I'm on the about us page. If I come and tap on the our products page, it should show that right now I am on the our products page. It should show that right now I am on the our products page. Okay? Okay. So if I come and tap on the find us page, it should highlight that right now I am on the find us page. Or if I tap on contact us page, it should show that right now I'm on the contact us page. And if I come back on the home page here, it should show that if you don't know JavaScript, you'll not be able to do this. You'll not be able to do this. You will not be able you will not be able to do this. Okay? Okay. So members, there are other things. For example, I'm just trying to pass through and show you what you miss if you don't know JavaScript. Okay? Okay. So the other thing is pop-up menu. Pop-up menu. Okay? Okay. So members, as you can see, when a website becomes responsive, they normally remove these links here and then they put a pop-up menu. Let me show you, for example, this website here. I think these links here, as they look, they're not going to be the links which are on the smartphone or on the smartphone version. I think what happens here, if I just come and tap here like this, that magic which happens and that pop-up menu comes from nowhere, and I tap here like this, and I tap here like this, and that pop-up menu comes. I tap here like this, and that pop-up menu disappears, and I tap here like this, and it comes. I tap like this, I tap like this, it comes. I tap like this, I tap like that, it comes. That functionality of pop-up menu is what is JavaScript. So this one, even this one, you will not be able to do this. You will not be able to do that. Okay? Okay. So I have even other things which you will not be able to, but let me share this one and we started. Now, members, you see, even there's another one which is the sliders. Okay? Okay. I think I want to bring these nice sliders to you and you see them. For example, I have very many websites. Even inclusive of this one here itself. You see the sliders, for example, this one is on the hero section. Sliders on the hero section. I can even put them here. Sliders on hero section. Sliders on the hero section. Sliders are which ones? I want to show them to you and you see them. For example, in the hero section, as you see here, are you seeing these things keep moving? They keep moving. You first look at this and you see. First look at this and you see. They keep moving. The images keep moving behind the hero section. They're not even there physically. They keep moving. Are you seeing this? For example, if you go like to our website here, Jumia, you go to our website here, Jumia, and you see it. I'll show it to you. And you see. You see here very well. You see what you see? Are you seeing this hero section here? I can do like this and it moves. 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 The hero section keeps moving. I do like this, it moves. I do like this, it moves. I tap there, it moves. Are you seeing all that functionality? Even for example, I can come here and I go, for example, to a school, like a school website, and you see. For example, the school website is, for example, like here. You're going to see it. So are you seeing the hero section is here? I see this hero section here. You see this hero section. It keeps moving. And these words come from down. It's in slow motion. The hero section keeps changing. The images keep changing, and these words come in slow motion. Are you seeing these words? So all that functionality you're seeing is JavaScript. Okay? You will also not be able to do this. You will also not be able to do this. Do this. Okay? Okay. So members, as you see, there are even more things that you are not going to be able to do that I have not talked about if you don't know JavaScript. If you don't know JavaScript. Okay? JavaScript. Okay? Okay. So members, I hope if you have not yet subscribed, to my channel, you can please hit the subscribe button. That one helps us to make more and more content online. And also, when I release more and more episodes about our course, you're able to receive them on time. Okay? They come automatically on your page automatically. You're able to see them and you keep updated. Okay. Okay. Please hit the subscribe button so that you don't keep missing any upcoming videos. Okay. 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 So here, if you don't know JavaScript, if you don't know JavaScript, you're going to miss really a lot of things. Okay. There are a lot of things, a lot. I can even put them here. A lot. It's like the backbone. There are a lot of things you are going to miss out. A lot of things you miss out. Okay? You miss out. Okay? Because most of JavaScript is just functionalities. Things happening behind the scenes. Yeah? Things happening behind the scenes. Okay? The scenes. Okay? Okay. So members, I think right now I have briefed you through what JavaScript is, what we are going to be doing. We are basically going to be looking at things behind, that magic which happens behind the screen. Other things you're going to deal with basically. Okay? Okay. So we are going to always be like as if for example, if we are acting a movie, we shall be like behind the scenes all the time. Most of the time we shall be behind the scenes, okay? This time we have seen that most of the time we have been on top. For example, looking at nice things, for example, CSS where we have been styling, designing things, background color. Right now we are always going to be behind the scenes. Okay, okay. So members, I hope you have really understood this. I really hope you have understood this. Okay. So now members, we are going to start. We are now practically going to do this in VS Code. We are practically going to do this in VS Code. We're practically going to do this. Okay? Okay. So members, all I can tell you is we are going to start with something very, very nice and something very interesting. Okay? We're practically going to do this. Okay? Okay. So I can even come and first close this. At least you have understood how JavaScript is important for us. There are really a lot of things that you're going to miss out. Even logins, for example, where there is passwords, all those things. But now, for you to learn this, I can even come back and re-echo this. For you to learn this, for you to learn all this, for you to learn all this, you should go and you know the basics. You should go and you know all the basics of what? Of JavaScript. Okay? Day one, we cannot start by teaching you the search bar, active links, pop-up menus, sliders. You can just say, this is really too much. I'm going to take you back to the level of like as if you were learning English for the very first time. Okay? As if you are learning English for the very first time. I'm going to take you back to the very beginning of JavaScript. The very beginning. And you're going to spend a lot of time in the beginning. Okay? Because you are learning a new language. It's not like, for example, if you are learning, for example, like Chinese, if you are learning like Chinese, you cannot begin automatically and you begin preaching in Chinese, or you begin preaching in Italian, or you begin preaching in German language. You cannot begin. Someone can teach you this thing in just 1 week or 1 day. Then you begin learning in Chinese. That one cannot happen. Okay. That one cannot happen, okay? So you need to spend some time in the beginning when you are learning, then the grammar, even correct you about the speech, then you become an expert and you begin even preaching, okay? Okay. So members, you're going to begin from the very beginning. I'm going to take you back for even how we normally deal with the JavaScript, from the very beginning, okay? Okay. So members, I want to hint about what we're going to cover tomorrow's class. In tomorrow's class, we're going to be day 32, okay? And we're going to cover about something called variables, okay? Variables, okay? Okay. So members, please don't miss out this variables and assignments. Assignment and assignment operator. Okay? Okay. So members, don't miss out tomorrow's class, okay? Don't miss out tomorrow's class. Don't miss out tomorrow's class, okay? When I want to look at variables and assignment operators, don't miss out tomorrow's class, okay? Okay. So members, today we are going to look at something more. I want to look at I'm going to come here inside my folder. It's called lessons. Yeah. I come here inside my folder called lessons. I come here and I open. I say here new folder. Then I open what they call JavaScript. JavaScript class. JavaScript class. Okay. Okay. So like this one. Then inside my folder for JavaScript class, I open, and I say new folder day 31. Day 31. Okay. Okay, this is day 31. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to come here like this and I open with code. Open with code. Most members, you already know what that is. Eh? You cannot come here when you don't know what that is. If you're seeing this thing from the very first time, you will be confused a little bit. Okay. Okay. So members, as you can see, we are now here. We know very well. For example, let us begin with something very small. I can maybe start here with index.html and we see index.html. These are things we have been doing from the very beginning. Eh? These are things we have been doing from the very beginning. Okay? Okay. So don't worry. We're going to look at all these things. All these things. Okay? Okay. So members, this is index.html. Then we have here style.html, style.css. See, let me say here SAS or CSS. Any can work. Style SAS or CSS. But let me go with CSS for now. Now it's like that. It's like that. Then for example, I can come here like this. Now you see what I'm going to do. We already know how to do this. The embed abbreviation is like that. So I can even come here and I start here and say that I'm going to start with something very small. Yeah. Some things we have been looking at from the very beginning. Yeah. For example, I can even start here and even say that I can put here like, for example, a box. Yeah. Dot box. Then I put here, for example, JavaScript class. JavaScript class. Okay. Okay. So I come here very well and I come here in style and I say body. I say here body. And I say here width 100%. Yeah. And I come and say height 100 VH. Okay. Background color orange red. Orange red. Okay. Okay. We're going to start with something like this and I show you. Okay. Go live. Go live, I show you. Okay. JavaScript class. Okay. Okay. So my box is here. I can even come and first tell my box. I say here dot box. Then I come here and say here width maybe 250, maybe 200, maybe 500 pixels. Then I come here height 250 pixels. 50 pixels. Okay. I can come here and I say background color maybe orange red. Orange red. I can come and remove this one here. And I say it looks like. I come here like this. And I say here link CSS and I see how it looks like. Okay. Okay. So I want to say it looks like. It's like that, okay? Remember, we always do what they call reset, browser reset. I was even wondering how I was starting with even the body up here. Remember, I do what we call border reset. Margin 0, padding 0, padding 0, okay? Box sizing border box, box sizing border box, okay? Okay. So as you can see, it looks like that, a JavaScript class, and I can even increase the font size a little bit, and even I make it like I even make it, for example, font size, and I say here larger. I say larger is larger is not good enough. Larger, extra large. Okay. Okay. So font bold, font weight. I give here, for example, 600. Okay. Okay. And I come like this and I say display flex, align item center, justify content center, okay. Okay, it's there. And I also come like this and I put here, for example, in my body, I come here and say display flex, align item center, justify content center, okay. Okay, so it comes to do like this. So members, this is JavaScript class today. I can even maybe extra large, maybe extra large, this one. Okay, and maybe color, maybe I can maybe give it like white or white smoke. I don't know if this one can work. Okay, so members, today I want to talk about JavaScript, and it's going to be our class 1. Okay. Okay, so members, we have nothing to do. All these things you have done here in the browser, all these things you have done, these ones are not even reflected in JavaScript at all. Yeah. So these ones, I'm just trying to put something that is there physically, and it looks like this. Okay. Okay, so members, today I want to cover JavaScript, and we are going to do this from the very beginning. Okay. Okay, so members, we are really going to deal here for the beginning. For the beginning, we are rarely going to deal with the browser. We are rarely going to deal with the browser. Okay? Okay. Browser. Are you seeing, guys? For the beginning, we are rarely going to deal with the browser. What do I mean? We are rarely going to deal with anything here. We are rarely going to deal with anything here. Are you seeing this? We are rarely going to deal with anything here. This is what I've done here is for formality. Are you seeing it? What we are going to deal with in JavaScript for the greatest period of time, I can even name it here. For the greatest period of time. Greatest period of time. We are going to deal with what I want to deal with for the greatest period of time. We are going to deal with the DevTools. They are called DevTools, okay? They are called DevTools. DevTools. Because remember, I told you that these things are not visible. DevTools, okay? We are going to deal in DevTools. Are you seeing? This is the area we're going to spend most of our time, 90% of our time there. We are going to deal with the DevTools. Are you seeing it? So, how do you access DevTools? Accessing DevTools. How do you access DevTools? Accessing DevTools. How do you access DevTools? I want you to right click on your mouse, on your mouse. Come here on this page here, you are seeing here. Then you right click. right click your mouse. Not left click, right click your mouse. Okay? Right click your mouse. Right click your mouse. Right click your mouse to access DevTools. Right click your mouse. Eh? Come here on this page here and I right click my mouse like this. They bring for me options. Back, forward, reload, save, print, cast this, search with Google Images, open with reading mode, send your devices, create QR code, translate to English, like that, eh? Add broker, awesome, finish short, like all those things. Come and choose the last option here. The last option is called inspect. Eh? The last option is called inspect. Inspect. Eh? Inspect. Eh? The last option is called inspect. Okay? Okay. The last option is called inspect, as you can see it there. That's the last option. Right click your mouse and you come on that option called inspect. Eh? Right click your mouse and come on that option called inspect. They'll open something like this. It will come like this, or it will come like this. You can even see there is something which looks like this, eh? Where you can do like this, eh? Like this, eh? So we already access this one when we are doing responsive, but right now this is what we need, eh? Yeah. So I'm going to come. There are very many options. There is this one. There is this one here. There is this one here for elements. I come on the one which is called console here. Console. Are you seeing, guys? Most of our time, 99% of our time in the beginning, I can even say 90% of our time. 90% of our time, we are going to spend it in the console, in the beginning. Because JavaScript is not seen, it is a back-end language. Are you seeing this? Yeah? 90% of our time, 90% of our time, we're going to spend it this side behind in DevTools. And we're going to spend it we are going to spend it in the console. Our console is going to become our best friend. Yeah? Our console is going to become our best friend in the beginning. Yeah? Our console is going to become our best friend. Our console is here. There are options here, sources, network. Our console is going to become our best friend there. So what you're seeing, all these things you're seeing here are they call DevTools. DevTools. You see all these things you're seeing here, eh? Those are they call DevTools. DevTools are those DevTools are all those things that you see here. They're the things that developers use. Eh? You can even see what is new in DevTools. Eh? But these DevTools you're seeing here are the ones that developers use. Okay? Okay. So members, we're going to spend most of our time here in the console. Eh? This is where we're going to spend most of our time. For HTML, we spend most of our time on the browser here. Eh? CSS, we spend most of our time here on the browser. But right now, we are going to spend most of our time here in the console. Have you understood, members? Have you understood, members? Okay. So as you can come here and you see, we are going to deal with the console most of our time. Eh? Most of our time, we're going to deal with the console. Okay? Okay. So, members, what I can talk of now, right now, let me talk about linking. Linking in JavaScript. Okay? In JavaScript. Okay? Okay. So, linking in JavaScript. Okay? Okay. So, how do I link in JavaScript? There is internal linking and there is external linking. There is internal linking. There is internal linking. Internal linking. Internal linking. And is what they call external linking. And it's what they call external linking. Okay? Okay. So, I'm going to look at both types of linking in JavaScript. So what is internal linking? Internal linking, there are two parts of it. There are two parts. There is linking where you put JavaScript in the head, and there is where you put JavaScript at the very end of the body. At the very end of the body. Eh? At the very end of the body. At the very end of the body. At the very end of the body. Are you seeing this, guys? Yeah? Are you seeing this? Yeah. So I'm going to start with all types of JavaScript, of linking, I mean. So I can even start with this one here at the very end of the body. This one looks to be like as if it was the first approach. In the beginning, most of the people used to use this approach here at the very end of the body. Yeah. So how do we use JavaScript? JavaScript, we normally use JavaScript. It is a source. It appears to be like this script. Yeah. Are you seeing, guys? This is how JavaScript looks like. It has the script tag / script. Are you seeing? As simple as that. Script comes from JavaScript. Someone would say, what is script? Yeah? Script comes from JavaScript. Yeah? JavaScript. Are you seeing it? JavaScript. Okay? So they just cut off, like, for example, like this word here. Yeah? JavaScript. And they make it script. Yeah? Are you seeing it? I understand members right now to produce something like this. Script and script. Okay? Okay? Okay, members? Okay. So no one should fret or no one should say what is happening. I'm not understanding it very well. JavaScript is script. You use what they call the script tag. Okay, use what we call the script tag. The script tag. Okay, okay. So in the script tag, this is where we write our JavaScript. Inside here is where we write our JavaScript. Okay, okay. Have you understood these members? Have you understood these members very well? I have been noting down somewhere in your notebook. I hope you're noting down somewhere in your notebook and you're not being confused, okay? Okay, so I hope you're noting down somewhere in your notebook. So remember, this is where I write, this is how the script tag looks like. This is where we write our JavaScript, okay? Okay, so in the beginning, when they just began making these browsers, JavaScript, when it came up, they were using JavaScript at the end of the body. For example, let me say that we have here, for example, we have been doing our things here, JavaScript, let me say we have been putting out of our boxes, we have been doing out of our projects. JavaScript will come at the very end of our project here. Yeah? JavaScript will come at the very end of our project here. Like, for example, like there. Then we put something like this, script. Script. Yeah? Like that. Are you seeing, members? Are you seeing it? But before the body ends, yeah? But before the body ends, we shall put something like this, to come at the very end of our body. Even if we have here, for example, things like, for example, P, lorem, we have these things, lorem, lorem, and even more things. We have even other things, for example, maybe P tag, maybe this is a ball. I'm not giving all examples. This is a ball. We have a lot of things we have written. JavaScript will come at the end here, at the end of the what? JavaScript will come at the end of everything here. But before the body ends, that type of arrangement is what is the first and original arrangement. That one was the first and original arrangement. So this one here is whereby you have, for example, body. Body. You can even put it here. You have, for example, body. And then you come up to the end here. When the body is here, at the end here, the body is here, and then here at the end here, before we reach the end, we have our script files coming, This was what was done in the beginning, at the very beginning of the journey. Script. Why do they normally do it like this? That JavaScript comes at the end of the body, Because JavaScript is somehow disruptive, JavaScript is somehow disruptive, Here you put all your content inside here, but before the body ends, you put your JavaScript file here, like that, your JavaScript tag, Then you put your JavaScript inside here. JavaScript is somehow disruptive. This is more back end, JavaScript is somehow disruptive. JavaScript is somehow disruptive. Somehow disruptive. 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 Yeah? So what do I mean when I say it's somehow disruptive? JavaScript should always come at the should always load at the end of this document here. For example, let me show it to you. If we have, for example, something like this, div, box, lorem, all these things that you have been putting, and you put JavaScript, let me say you get this script here, and you make this mistake, and you put it, for example, like here, eh? Eh? Or you put it, for example, here, eh? Eh? Are you seeing you put the script there, eh? Before even these things here, eh? What is going to happen? JavaScript by default, by default, by default, by default, by default, eh? By default, it will first look at JavaScript. It will first look at JavaScript. Look at JavaScript. JavaScript. That is how it was made. After looking at your JavaScript, then it looks at your HTML and CSS. HTML and CSS. Yeah? This is very wrong. Yeah? This one is very wrong. Why do I say it's very wrong? If you have your page and it has HTML and CSS and you build your website, and you put your JavaScript, for example, in these areas, for example, here, yeah? Or you put it inside here, in between here, it will first load the JavaScript, then after it looks at your HTML and CSS. That means you will first have something which is blank, like a blank page, yeah? A blank or white page, a blank and all white page, or white screen, yeah? A white screen. Then after it takes its time. Then after it loads your things of HTML and CSS. This is very wrong. This is very wrong. This is a bad user interface. A bad user interface. This is wrong. Okay? Okay. So that is why members always put it at the very end. When everything else is done. When everything else is done, you put it here at the end. Are you understanding, members? You put it here at the end. Or it can even be like this. Script like that. Someone can do it like that, someone can do it like this, depending on the amount of things which are inside the script file, okay? Okay. So members, as you can see here, the script file is like this. It looks like this, So we put at the end of everything, when everything else has loaded. They first load our HTML, they first load our CSS, then after at the end they load our script file, this script JavaScript file, okay? Our script file at the end of our at the end of our everything, okay? Okay. So members, this was the first way of doing things. This was the first way of doing things, okay? Okay. So afterwards, they say that this one here, imagine you have a lot of things, then you have a lot of content inside here, You have a lot of content inside here. Then it begins big, the file becomes big like this. I see. The file becomes big, even the content becomes big, even the content is too much. They said, yeah, this one is not going to help us. It's not going to help us. It's not going to help us. Like some tutorials, you'll see when someone has JavaScript here. It is okay at the end of the script. It's okay. But now when you have a lot of things you're working on, this one becomes wrong. Okay? It becomes wrong. Are you seeing it? So they left this one here. They take some time and then they abandoned this one here for putting at the end of the body, like the way it looks like this. You know, you see some people, they normally have it like this. That is if you have small things. That is if you have small things you are working on. If you have small things you're working on, you can do this one here. At the end of the body, you put this one like this script. Are you seeing it? So then they adopted something which is the head. Now, how does the head look like? This is where now they put JavaScript in the head. In the head. You see here where there is the head? Here there is the head. Now they said let us put our JavaScript in the head. and you see how the head it looks like. Eh? Because this site was becoming too much and everything was being overwhelmed. Eh? So they put everything inside the head here. Yeah, they left this one. Then they abandoned this type, this way here. You can use it right now, but it will only work for small. Just use it for small things. Big ones you can't do that one. So they said let us now look at the one which is in the head. Instead of just looking like this, you can maybe go back. I can maybe go back. So the second time when they say that instead of it being like this, let us remove it from here because it's inconveniencing the place. Then they put it inside the head here. I think like after like this link here, yeah. Then they bring inside the head, yeah. They put now the JavaScript inside the head here, yeah. Inside the head. But on one condition, members, you see, this one here only can work inside the head, but on one condition. Remember that JavaScript is very disruptive. It can first load JavaScript and forgets about your HTML and CSS. And then you'll see a blank screen. Imagine you have your website and you began with HTML and with script files inside. And it will first ignore your HTML and CSS and first work on scripts. Yeah? Then you see a white screen loading for a very long time, and after it shows your things of HTML and CSS. Yeah? This one was done on one condition. Yeah? That inside the head here, if you want to put JavaScript inside the head here, yeah? Inside the head here, yeah? Members, you note this. If you want to put JavaScript inside the head here, yeah? You should put JavaScript on one condition, only and only and only on one condition. Only and only and only on one condition, that you put something called defer. Are you seeing, members? Yeah? If you want to put your JavaScript in the head, it is okay. They said, okay, it is okay. Yeah? You put JavaScript inside the head, it is okay. It is okay you put inside the head, your JavaScript inside the head. But put something called defer. Yeah? Defer is like a condition that I want you now to first begin with the other things, for example, HTML and CSS. Then you will work on my JavaScript later. That's what defer means. Yeah? So my script is here. Script is here. My script is here as you see it here. So members, it looks like this. So inside the head, like, as you see, the head is like this. So other things of the head first come there, then we put inside the head here. Are you seeing? Other things first come, for example, meta, this one, title, then my script comes inside there. So how does it look like? When my script comes inside here, on one condition, put a defer. Okay? Put the word defer there. Defer means that make first begin with HTML and CSS. After working with HTML and CSS, then after you look at my script. If you forget this word, you come and you can come and add it here. Defer. Yeah? It tells the browser that, oh, okay, you want me to first begin with HTML and CSS. Afterwards, you work on the JavaScript things. Okay? If you forget this word defer here, you are going to force it to work. It will work by default. It will first begin with the script, then after it goes to HTML and CSS. So it will come here like this. So you have to come here and you say here defer. Have you understood, members? Members, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. You don't miss any upcoming videos, okay? Don't miss any of the upcoming videos we're going to cover, okay? Okay. So members, this is what we have to do. Eh? So then you are now fit write your JavaScript as you want inside here. Have you understood, members? Have you understood, members? Have you understood, members? Okay? Okay. So, members, this is how it looks like. Eh? This is how it looks like, okay? Okay. So, now, as time went on, as time went on, this one is very good. You write your JavaScript inside, you won't write your JavaScript inside. Also, after some time, it becomes very huge and very big. Like this, the JavaScript is now too much. Someone is looking for a p tag and he first looks at JavaScript. He looks at then he comes and looks at for the p tag. This is a ball here. Also, this one here was also destroyed. They also had to leave out this one here. They also found out that this one had become inefficient. This one here had become inefficient and they had to leave it out. Okay? So what did they do? I want to explain this very well. What did they do? They said, okay, now it's becoming hectic and hectic. It's becoming hectic and hectic because it looks like if this file is too big. The file is becoming too big. So they increased. They introduced something here. They now brought what they call the external link. External linking. Okay. External linking. So external linking helped to solve that problem where the script was too big. We have seen even this problem when it's in CSS, internal linking and external linking. Okay. So then they said that instead of it being like this, external linking like this, we shall now use the external links here. So you come outside your file, you come outside your JavaScript, then you create, for example, your file. For example, I can maybe say, I can call my file maybe app.js. Just name it like that. You can even name it anything. I can even name it sample. I can name it sample.js. I can name it maybe something.js. .js. But then instead I can just name it maybe app.js. Okay, members, have you understood? Okay, so I can name my file here app.js. After naming my file app.js here, then I just come and I just link. Are you seeing this one here, which looks like to be the head? My head still remains. As you see it here. It still remains. My head still remains as you see it here. But the only thing that I do is that right now I link to this new file that I've created. Are you seeing this new file that I've created? I just link to that new file that I have created. I just link to that new file that I have created. Okay, members? So it remains like this. Then inside my script here, I just link to that file. How do I link? I link using source. It's called the source. Like this. Then I open this quotes here and I say app. My app.js, the one that I've linked to. As simple as that. Members, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this, members? So I will not need to write anything inside my script anymore. Or everything that I'll write inside my script, I'll write everything this side here in the app.js. Members, have you understood this very well? So instead of me having something that looks ugly like this, you have a lot of scripts writing, a lot of scripts, like this, something like this, and you just this one just fades out, and you don't need to write like this. Then you do something like this. Instead of having something like that, you just come here like this. Then you do like this app. Then you come here and say source. Then you put here, I'm linking out that file that I've created, this file that I've created here. I say app.js. As simple as that. That means I don't need to write anything inside here. Everything that JavaScript will be writing, I'll write it inside here. But remember to keep this one defer because JavaScript we are now breaking that rule of it should be at the end. So we shall always have this word here called defer. Have you understood, members? And this is the most efficient way that we are going to do it. Okay? This is the most efficient way that we are going to do it. Okay? Okay. So members, at least right now you feel like you are really ready. I feel like you are really ready. So this is how it's going to be. There will be the three. HTML, CSS, and now JavaScript. The three brothers are now there. Or the three sisters are now there. Okay? Okay. So members, this is how it looks like. It will be a disservice if we leave without doing an example. Eh? Without doing an example at least. Eh? So this is what we are going to do. We are not going to use the internal. We are not going to use the internal at all. We are going to use the external linking. Eh? We link to a file which I have created outside because it's more efficient. Okay? Okay. So members, we are now going to deal with, let us start and we see. Let us start and we see. Okay, let us start and we see. So yeah, I'll come inside my file that I've created. I've created my file called app.js, as you see it there, app.js. Okay, this is now where I'll put all my JavaScript. All my JavaScript will be inside here. Or I can put, I can just, in the side I don't need to know that. In the side that does not mean that since I put a app.js, also you can put app. You can even put other things, but just for clarity and more like bring out the real meaning, you can put app.js just for the beginning. Okay? Okay. We're going to look at something called console.log. It's called console.log. Console.log. Okay? Console.log is the very first thing that you're going to look at. Okay? Console.log is the very first thing that you're going to look at. Console.log means, what does console.log mean? Console, you already saw the console where the console is. Console is here. Is here. Console is here. Are you seeing console here? Is here. Console.log is here. Are you seeing console is here? Then log, what does log mean? Log means that print or show. Print means that print or show. Show or print. Okay? Show or print. Okay? This is what log means. Okay? Show or print. Okay? Okay, that's what log means. So when I say console.log, it's like I'm saying print. Yeah? Console.log is like I'm saying print. Okay? So it look like this. It will print anything that you put inside. It will print anything that you put inside it. Are you seeing members? It will print anything that you put inside it. If I say console.log A, it will print that A. You see. If I come here and I say console.log A, I come here and I say console.log A, letter A. It will print letter A. Yeah. And I come here in my thing here. Of course, I don't leave it like this. Yeah. I say here console.log. I put some quotes there. I say A. Are you seeing members? It's now it has showed the A is there. Okay. So I come here and I say console.log. Yeah. Hello world. It's not like this. Let me show you. It's not like this. So it's not like this. We have to put these quotes here. Yeah. Then I say A. Yeah. A. Yeah. Console.log A. So even here you will see console.log A. It will show here. Are you seeing the A is here? Yeah. So here I come here and I say console.log hello world. Hello world. Hello world. Okay. Hello world. Okay. So even here, console.log hello world, it will show here. Hello world. Are you seeing here? Console.log hello world. Are you seeing? Members 100% of our time we're going to spend it here. I can even say 99%. Okay, no, not 100, but 99% of our time. In the beginning, it's going to be here. Hello world. Are you seeing it? Hello world, like this. Okay? This is what is here. So I can even come here and say console.log. I want us to do as very many as we see. Can come here and say console.log console. It means console you show. Okay, console you print. Console. I want you to do for me. I'm giving you a task. Do for me console.log up to G. Let us start. Console.log. Let me first comment. In JavaScript, you normally comment like this. I can come and just put two slashes like this, and I comment. Everything that I put inside here will not be seen in the browser. Okay. Okay. This is just for writing notes. Okay. I comment like this, okay? I say I'm giving you a task, yeah? I want you to show letters of the alphabet. Show all letters of the alphabet. All letters of the alphabet. Letters of the alphabet. Of the alphabet. Alphabet. Yeah? Up to J. Okay? Up to J. Okay? Up to J. We are going to start. Okay? Okay. Up to J. From A. From A. Up to J. Up to J. As simple as that. Okay? Okay. So I want to start. Come here like this. Show all the letters of alphabet up to J. Okay? Okay. Console.log. Console.log. Log. A. Okay? Don't put like this, it will fail to work. Open those double, you press shift with to do these strings here you're seeing here, you press shift with that place where there is something like this, that place where there is that thing, yeah, this thing here, you press shift to put those double quotes, okay? Okay. So do something like this, console.log A. We are now going. Yeah? I say it looks like it's here. Yeah? So we are going console.log B. Console.log console.log B. We are going up to J. Okay? Console.log. So members, I also want you to note that you should also put this thing at the end. I forgot to tell you this one. In JavaScript, you can put this at the end. Okay? Don't forget it. It will help us a lot. Okay? Don't mind about this thing here, unquote reference error. Don't mind about that. Okay? So we are going to do like this: console.log up to J. Console.log. It means console show me. Console.log show me. Or console print. Console.log C. Console.log. Console.log D. Console.log D. Okay? Console.log. Remember, this is just a small task, a very small task. It's going to train you to use the console. Okay? Console.log D. A B C D E. E. And we say it looks like E. A B C D E. Our hello world is up there. Okay? It's not training us to use the console. Console.log. A B C D E F. Okay? Console.log F. Let me see how F looks like. It's here. Okay? F. Okay? Okay. Console.log F. Console.log G. Okay? Console.log E. A B C D E F G H. Okay? Console.log, yeah, now it's training us to get used to this. Console.log, H I H I J. We agreed up to J. Okay? Console.log J. As simple as that. Members, are you seeing that this is really easy? This is really good. This is really nice now. Okay? I can even write there. Console.log. This is a ball. Console.log. console.log. This is a ball. Eh? I put there. This is a ball. This is a ball. A ball. Okay? 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 And it shows. Are you seeing it? So I want you to put your name inside the console. Put your name. The next task, put your name inside the console. Put your name inside the console. Your name inside the console. Inside the console. Okay? Okay? Okay. So my name is Clancy. Okay? I'm going to say console.log. Console.log. My name is Clancy. Clancy Sekisam. Clancy Sekisam. Okay? That's my name. Put your name in the console. Okay? It looks like this. Okay? Guys, this is really nice. This is really nice. This is really nice. Okay? You can even continue trying out more and more examples. Guys, this is what we have covered in today's class. At least right now you are good with the console. I can see. We are going to start from there in tomorrow's class. I hope you have seen everything that we have done, everything that we have covered in today's class. Okay? Can you remove this? This one's not necessary. Can come and remove that, and it goes back to that. Okay, this is JavaScript class. This we are not going to interact with this part here. Actually, you can even come and load up to this side here. Going to our emphasis is going to be here. Here. This is where our emphasis is going to be. Inside the console. Inside the console. Okay? Okay. So guys, it has been really nice. It has been really nice. Don't miss tomorrow's class, members. Tomorrow we're going to look at variables. Okay? We're going to look at variables and assignment operators. Okay? Don't miss tomorrow's class. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Okay? Okay. Tomorrow's class, I want to look at variables. Day 32. Don't miss out. Okay? Okay. I'll see you in the next video. Okay? Okay. Have a good day.